going on? It's your humble host KD with another episode of Around the Town bringing y'all this news y'all can use. You already know the spill before we even get into everything else. Road to 500. Get the channel to 500 subscribers by May 15th. Top five funniest comments in the top five funniest comments from now until May 15th gets a $20 cash app. You get me well over 500 subscribers. This is for my New York subscribers. I will be hand delivering. Excuse me. I will be hand delivering these 4-in-1 grinder joints. I got 3 of them. Just for the New York subscribers. If y'all get me well over 500 subscribers, there might be some green in these bad boys. But look, without further ado, you know what we here for. Bring you this news and give you my opinion on it. Now, I want to figure out where I want to start with, right? So, matter of fact, I'm gonna just alright. So if y'all not new to the channel, you know I sat there and talked about the Omi and the Hellcat personality that end up is doing Fed time. Now, we all know he's doing Fed time because they said he did illegal cable or some shit like that and ran it up. Alright, cool. Now, before he sat there and got locked up, him and what's his name, Cool Kai, him and the Cool Kai guy, they was going back and forth and they was beefing whatever. So he ended up starting his own sneaker line called Reloaded. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Started his own sneaker line called Reloaded. And the mix of him starting his own sneaker line called Reloaded, he sat there and basically copied Cool Kai kicks. Alright, cool. Now, in the mix of him sitting there copying Cool Kai kicks, he ends up getting into it with Nike. Why? Because y'all taking a silhouette. Boom. Now, you may be sitting there saying, like, what you mean they taking the silhouettes? I didn't threw up some pictures, you know what I mean? But basically, the Jordan 1 and the Nike Dunks, Kai and Omi been sitting there. Matter of fact, I ain't really got nothing to do about this for real in this situation. But Omi sat there and basically took the same silhouette, did a couple of tweaks, but overall it looks like it's a Jordan 1. It just got a different silhouette on it. You feel me? Now, when you sitting there dealing with sneakers, if I'm not mistaken, certain Nike patents was just open patents to where like you can sit there and remake the sneaker, but it can't be. You can use like a similar silhouette, but you can't make the sneaker to look exactly like how Nike make their sneakers. These niggas just switch the Nike swoosh for a fucking Thunderbolt, and so now this nigga's already doing Fed time. He already had to sit there and pay the government X amount of bread for the cable joint. So as he's behind bars, his whole lawsuit with Nike came to an end. That man got to sit there and pay Nike $8 million. Now, who's to say he got that? And who's to say he don't got that? Who's to say he wasn't smart enough to sit there and make sure with all that money he was making, he put some real good cheese, some real good chili to the side? Cause the nigga was he was fighting. He was fighting. He had to pay lawyers, all types of shit. Like boy, like he spent some real good chili. So hopefully he got some bread to the side to where he can knock them all, get them out the way. You feel me? And when he come home, he still got some chicken the way he can make something shake. But like I said in the last episode with Omi and the Hellcat, I salute bro because that nigga was smart. He was smart. That nigga figured out a little situation when it came to that cable shit and making apps and all that. Basically, the nigga sat there and did his own version of a fire stick. How niggas be sitting there getting jailbroken fire sticks. He did his own version. And he did it big and the feds got on his ass. So, look. Brody. Hey, man. Only thing I can say is I hope you got that bread, my nigga, because it's going to be sad for you to come home and you got to sit there and pay that shit. Ain't, boy, shit. 8 million? Now, we gonna slide across the pond. Gonna sit there, go talk to my blokes then. I'm fucking around. Look, but this ain't even no laughing matter though. We going to London because a situation happened earlier this week that was just earlier last week that was just vicious. So basically, a man was running through downtown London with a samurai sword and just going on a rampage. First, they say it started by him crashing a car into somebody's crib. Then, trigger warning, he's running through the streets with a sword. He ends up deleting a 14-year-old boy from off this earth and injuring 4 other people, including 2 police officers that tried to take him down. I don't know what's going on in this world. I don't know if he was a tweaker. I don't know if he just had enough. I don't know. My opinion, that nigga's bugged out and he gonna get what's coming to him. Even though, for real, and with all due respect and God rest his soul to the little young boy that lost his life. This, what I'm about to say, don't got nothing to do with him. But if you know about London culture and just like the street ethics and this, that, and the third, it's not really too odd to see a nigga running around with a sword because they don't really have guns out there like that, and they get close up to niggas. They poke niggas up out there. Niggas running around with machetes chopping niggas' arms off out there and shit like that. Like it get crazy out there. So it's not really weird to sit there and see this dude sitting there running around with a sword just attacking people. Now, if we was in the city and you see that shit would be crazy. But at the same time, you weren't in court, no police officers getting cut because they'd have shot his ass. Point blank, period. In the States, they'd have shot his ass. Now, in London, I'm not sure if they have guns over there or tasers or shit like that. But evidently, they ain't shoot the nigga because two cops got cut up. So they ain't shoot the nigga. But, hey, y'all be safe out there. Like I always say, stay on point. Know your surroundings. I don't care how tough you think you is. Listen, 9 times out of 10, you can't fight no bullet. You damn sure ain't fighting no sword. And a lot of niggas don't know how to fight against a knife. So running is not cowardly. Nigga, save your life. That's that is crazy. Matter of fact, might as well finish off the bad news so we can go straight uphill from there. So it's around that season. Spring is here, even though it's slow rolling, but spring is here. Summer right around the corner, and for those cities and states, that means we about to get hit with wild cicadas. Now, if you don't know what cicadas are the big ass bugs that just be doing all that humming. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. So this one is crazy now. So reports say that the cicadas that are about to come to the U.S. soil have been tampered with. Y'all might say, KD, what you mean they've been tampered with? So there's some type of fungus that's wherever these cicadas is coming from. There's some type of fungus that has attached itself to the cicadas, which are making them hypersexual zombies. Now they're stating that the fungus is some type of STD fungus, and it's not stating how it's going to affect the U.S., but it's stating that it's going to affect the U.S. and the states that cicadas they happen to succumb to. So first thing first, you get bit by one, boy, you better take your ass to the hospital for you have some hyper zombie gonorrhea or some shit, nigga. Yeah. Second of all, this world is coming to shit, so just be safe, b. Cause it bizarre STD fungus covered cicadas that's coming to the U.S. in mid spring, early summer. So first of all, niggas had to deal with 2 years of corona to where COVID to where niggas couldn't go outside, niggas couldn't be free, this, that, third. All right, cool. Then it went from that to a year and a half later. Now all of a sudden is wild supposed brush fires coming from Canada, and the whole city is filled with orange gas. But people in Canada said it was no fires up there. Then all of a sudden we got Chinese lantern flies or bugs or whatever the fuck that's eating up the nature and fucking up the trees and shit that came out of nowhere. Now they sitting there and just wreaking havoc on the agriculture and especially in New York and in Jersey. And this was last summer. So now this summer we got fucking hypersexual zombies, cicadas that got a bizarre STD fungus on. Man, listen, burn this shit down, man. This shit is crazy. All right, but look, if y'all do happen to sit there and travel to a place where there aren't no cicadas, you feel me? Or a tropical place where you don't even have to worry about the hypersexual zombie cicadas, and you happen to go to the airport, and let's say your flights get canceled, and you got to come back the next day, or you have an indefinite delay of, let's say, 2 or more hours. With the good old Biden administration, which just passed a bill stating that for now on, all airlines must enforce this policy in which if you have a canceled flight that's not due to you, but that's due to the airline, they have to expeditiously give you a cash refund. If you have if your flight is delayed, is if it's let me get the right words to say. If your flight is delayed with an absorbent amount of time to where, like I said, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5 hour delay, they have to give you a cash refund right then and there. Now that's not stating that you know what I mean. I don't know if you got a cash refund, but you still get on a plane type shit if you still want to stay or whatever the case may be. But I'm pretty sure if your shit get canceled, you got to sit there and leave or whatever. Like, however they sit there and do it, they giving your bread back. So that's a good one. We can't sit there, you know what I mean? Hold on, give a round of applause. Round of applause, round of applause. That's a good one. You getting your cash back, B. And you don't gotta wait. You don't gotta wait no 90 days. Nigga, you don't gotta go through the hoopla, this, that, and the third. Had to talk to a million people on the phone. Nah, they sending that shit right back to the card. ASAP, immediately, expeditiously. That's about the best thing Biden did this thus far. You know what I mean? Now, ever since the United States has made it its business to legalize any form and every form that was once considered illegal, legal now so they can make their bread back. Okay, so now you got FanDuel, you got Prize Picks, you got DraftKings, you got all these places to where on your phone you can sit there and legally gamble now. You know what I mean? You don't gotta just go to the casinos now. Like, you can gamble on sports now. You can gamble, you know what I mean? All the hockey, soccer, rugby, nigga, pool, whatever. If it's a sport, you can gamble on it. So now, for you for the guys that don't really know how to sit there and gamble on sports and things of that nature, but you a mean air hockey player and you want to gamble on that, Dave and Buster's got you. So in the next couple of months, Dave and Buster's going to be rolling out uh basically a gambling tier on their app to where you come to the store on certain arcade games and basically certain games around their floor, their game floor. You can wager $5 bets on the game as it's being played through your app. So hey, America, they're just finding it easier and easier for you to sit there and gamble and either win or lose some money. 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose, but hey, for that lucky winner, you're gonna win some bread. You feel what I'm saying? But boy, I tell you, y'all niggas is finding every which way to sit there and make some bread by sitting there having the working class folks sitting, because there is no middle class no more. Because it used to be poor, middle, upper class. Now it's just upper class and working class. So y'all trying to find every which way to sit there and make people spend bread, but yet you sit there and pass a bill so where we can sit there and get our bread back when it comes to these airlines and making it mandatory that they have to do it. But you got wild migrants going crazy around America. You got the homeless population is fucking retarded, but you sending billions of dollars across seas, and but y'all passing bills so Dave and Buster's can sit there and let niggas gamble on they Dave and Buster's app. Well, I tell you, America. Now we came to the crux of this episode, and before I even sit there and say something, I'm gonna play the video.
Verizon to whoever I got now. I had 2 iPhones and 2 Apple Watches. So let's say I broke a contract, $1,000. Okay. It is humanely insane to say maybe even $10, $15, $20, $30,000. Okay. Let me read this to you. In approximately 10 days from the date of this notice, we will attempt to debit your credit or debit cards for all or part of your Verizon bill under the terms of our backup payment agreement. If you prefer to avoid this action, you may make a same-day payment paying in full. Balance due as of this date, $439,092,988. I'm gonna walk into Verizon and be like, hey, I have a bill for $500 million fucking dollars, and they're gonna put me in cuffs. Hey, yeah, we found your address. You're $500 million fucking dollars in debt. Like months ago, I changed my phone.
Alright. Y'all watch the video, so let's discuss it. Now, first of all, first couple of seconds of the video, basically, bro said that he had dish switched his plan from Verizon to another company. Cool. Now you see that he sit there and said that the man only had 2 iPhones and 2 Apple Watches. How is it that even if he didn't pay off the phones and the watches or whatever the case may be, how does Verizon have the audacity to send one of their customers a bill stating that, excuse me again, a bill stating that in order to cancel our plan this and third, you can sit there and pay because within 10 days we about to hit your debit card. But you can sit there and pay right now $439 million. And we good. Verizon, how does a man bill off of 2 iPhones and two iWatches skyrocket to $500 million? How does that work? How did whichever computer program that printed out that, how did they come up with that number? Who the fuck is going to pay a termination bill of $439 million? What is going on here? What is the world coming to? Verizon. I've never had Verizon. They doing shit like this. I don't want to have Verizon because, bro, how $439 million for a termination fee? bro, bro. Ain't no fucking 439 million for a termination fee. Ain't no when the nigga say, yo, I could see a 10, 15, 20, 30,000. No. No. If y'all gonna charge me for the phones and the watches and to terminate, bro, that's still that's it seems like to me that's less than $3,000. Where the fuck did this other 430 something? Where these millions come from? Yo, this shit can't be real, B. This shit cannot be real. But look, with that being said, this has been another episode of Around the Town with your humble host KD, bringing y'all this news y'all can use. Yo, don't let these phone companies swindle y'all, B. That's crazy. But look, y'all already know. Road to 500. Like, share, subscribe. And with that being said, peace.